I hit 400 subscribers! Welcome to #QRyan, the show that I host every time I reach a milestone for this channel. Bet you guys can't guess what the milestone was this time. This is the show where you guys can ask me questions using the #QRyan either on YouTube or Twitter. People did that already, so let's answer the questions. Miss American Pie says, I love that you dress to impress on your channel. Have you always done this, and why did you decide to do it? Great question, Miss American Pie. This outfit is actually very intentional. It goes pretty well with what my thesis for YouTube is, as well as pretty much just what an entrepreneur is. An entrepreneur innovates entertainment, and by that I mean that they think of new ways to do things that entertain people. For example, I have seen some YouTubers who talk about random holidays. They don't do it that much, but they do it. But the thing is, they don't do it the way I do. I educate people about the holidays, but I also entertain them. On Fantastic Fridays, I tell you what the holidays are about, but then I also tell why they're ridiculous and how I'm gonna make fun of them. So in a way, I'm innovating. I'm taking the entertainment and the education aspect, and I'm mixing them together to make a new entertainment that people enjoy. Same with my outfit. Rather than a dress shirt, I've got a regular button-up shirt under here. Kind of shirt you'll see anyone wearing on the street. Mix that with the bow tie and the suit coat, something you might see someone smart or someone like a professor or teacher wearing, and you've got education and entertainment colliding, just like my videos. Matthias S. Gustafson says, I've noticed that you have a few Doctor Who items. Tell me, who is your favorite Doctor? Pun count 1. That's very funny, Matthias. It's true, I have a phone case that's Doctor Who, I have a blanket that's Doctor Who, sonic screwdriver as well, and I mean I'm wearing a bow tie because bow ties are cool. And only the Whovians will get that. But I had to say that my favorite Doctor is probably Matt Smith, mainly because he was different from David Tennant in that he wasn't always sad. Like, he was sad at the time that it was appropriate, but David Tennant always seemed sad to me, especially after season 2 ended. But Matt Smith was funny, and one of my favorite things to do is laugh, although Peter Capaldi's really close to beating him. We'll see how it goes. Charlene Sullivan asks, what is your best pun? Charlene, all puns are created equal. Just kidding. To be honest, my best pun is usually, in my mind, the most recent one that I did. Colette asks, which video that you have made is your favorite? I'd have to say it's the music video Double Knots. I wrote that song about a year or 2 ago. I even recorded and made music for it, but at that time I wasn't very good at music making or even singing. So I kind of just gathered dust on SoundCloud. But then I had some time on my hands right around the time that I made Double Knots. So I re-recorded it and everything, and it sounded so good. And I'm just so happy to see that song that I wrote and it just stuck with me for such a long time be out there. Caleb Paco asks, have you thought about doing a live stream once you get a few more subscribers? And Chris Howard replies, yes, live stream. I've thought about it. I mean, I've done live streams on the Periscope app, and they're lots of fun to just like talk to people and also just broadcast what I'm doing while people respond live. They're lots of fun and great if I can find time to do them. But really, it's all about what you guys want. Innovating entertainment that you guys enjoy. So let the fans speak. Joe Rupp asks, what question in the last Q&A video was your favorite? This one. What do you get when you mix a joke and a rhetorical question? Andrew Spads asks, what are some of those hidden URLs in your website? Brief clarification, I have a website called EntrePUNeur.com. It's a little known fact that there are actually secret pages on my website. If you type EntrePUNeur.com/ and then a random word, chances are you'll probably get a website error. But if you try long and hard enough, you might stumble across a word that I've actually made a web page for. And one of those words is EntrePUNeur.com/holidays. Have fun. Andrew Spads also asks, what would you name your hypothetical woolly mammoth? Well, the thing is, I'd answer this question, except for the fact that Abby Foreman already did. Questions like this keep me up at night. Danielle Lawling asks, if you had a genie, what would be your 3 wishes, and what is your favorite Disney princess? The thing I never understood about the genie thing is that in the Aladdin movie, Jafar asks the genie to be the most powerful sorcerer in the world, and then he's able to do pretty much anything the genie can do except for being in bondage. So that would really be the only wish I have to wish, because after that I can do everything myself. Then I could just have my second wish be to be able to do YouTube for a living, and then my third would be to let the genie go free. As for my favorite Disney princess, does Rey from the new Star Wars movie count? Madeline asks, if you could trade places with anyone for a day, who would you trade places with? Now, does this mean that like my mind is inside their body? Because that makes sense. Although trading places with someone for a day just means that the family of whoever I trade places with is gonna be really weirded out. Daniel Lawling asks, does opposite day exist? January 25th. Daniel also asks, if you could pick anything, living or non-living, what or who would be your spirit animal? I'd have to say it'd either be Hobbs, bow ties, or puns. Parker Craft asks, where did you come up with your name, the EntrePUNeur? I think it was right here. right here. Sarah asks, do unicorns like Oreos? I don't know, next time I see one, I'll ask it. James asks, do Pegasus like Oreos? I don't know, next time I see one, I'll ask it. Raven asks, do non-mythical horses like Oreos? Goodness gracious. Andrew Spads asks, if you could make a video with any celebrity / role model, who would it be? And why would it be Nick Cage? Why would I make a video with Nick Cage? Making a video with Blimey Cow would be pretty cool. James asks, is this way too many questions for one video? Maybe. I've been here for about 25 minutes. Do you think this will be the last question? Probably not. How about this one? Sarah asks, how many of these will you actually answer? Try to get to all of them. Sarah Tuttle asks, where is my hairbrush? I have no idea. Sarah asks, what's the most dangerous thing you've ever done? If there are infinite parallel universes with infinite possibilities, is it possible that there's a parallel universe that doesn't have parallel universes to it? James asks, what is your favorite meal to cook for yourself? See, that's the thing. My favorite meal to eat is beef stroganoff. Unfortunately, because it takes an hour to cook and you have to have all the ingredients present, I don't have it very often. In fact, when I'm feeling lazy, the meal that I cook for myself that actually doesn't take that long and that I eat most often is probably microwavable chicken strips, unfortunately. That's dignifying to tell them. Sarah Tuttle asks, why can't penguins fly? Because they have a dampened spirit. Andrew also asks, wig or fake mustache? Well, since I don't have a fake mustache, looks like it's going to be wig. Jewel asks, what was the last thing you ate? Ironically enough, it was microwave chicken strips.